Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of How to Vintage Story with yours truly. This is Cleric. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing okay. Hopefully all of the issues from the last video have been sorted. I have figured out all of my audio, I believe. Anyways, my food just rotted. I had some berries before. That is terrible. I believe I figured out how to separate my audio tracks. Again, I have got some mushrooms. And I have also, I think, fixed the video issues from the last episode, and I apologize for that. I was thinking about it, and I think the fisheye appearance that people are talking about is potentially my FOV. I think this is possibly closer to normal, but I play on a wider FOV, so if that is unpleasing to you, I am sorry. I need my peripheral vision or it drives me crazy. Anyways, in today's episode, we are working our way closer to our Fireclay. It doesn't take as many powdered calcin, I can't say it today. Flint, as I thought. Nevertheless, I have a bunch of it crafting. It's been going for a little bit. As you will see, it gets cold between every single flint. So, it does take flint, or it does take a decent amount of coal. Oh yeah, the house is being, I've started on the roof. I need to get more tool and stuff. It was growing last time I looked. I haven't taken this off. I did get a lot of this done. There's not a door there. I moved all of this. I went looking for Fireclay before I resorted to this. I went a long ways. And I couldn't find any. That's not necessarily a surprise. If we look at the Fireclay in the thingy, naturally in areas of bauxite, sand, or gravel in small patches at the surface, and underlaying black and anthracite coal deposits in large patches underground. While we have gotten some readings of coal, it's like lignite. Oh, there's bituminous coal there. We might be able to get some somewhat nearby. I did a lot of prospecting as well. But I just decided to go ham. I collected a ton of flint. I went out to the gravel biomes and just went ham. So we're working on that. We might try to go and find some iron today as well. Where was it? Right here. I got a 1.89 decent magnetite, which is a type of iron ore. I believe this could be inherent in the name. I know that out of iron ore, only one is like naturally magnetic. And I think that might be the one. But there is a whole process to being able to even get to the point where you can smelt the ore. And I think grinds into, yes, okay, so this is what I wanted to work on today. Light temporal storm is approaching. Oh boy. Well, I did spend about a week, or well, a week 7 days in game is closer to a month. But yeah, you get what I mean. I spent about a week traveling and looking for resources. It was several hours of doing stuff and think. Hey, what the heck? There's actually coal up in this pillar over here. We do have bauxite here, which is fantastic for our purposes. What kind of coal is this? Brown coal. Okay, well, it's good that it's there. Conglomerate rock. We need to find a hard stone, because in order to do anything else and to get into several interesting aspects of the game, we need what is called a quern, an ancient grinding stone of sorts, and one that I affectionately call a quern, just because it sounds weird and ridiculous, and I think it's funny. But I need to find the right kind of stone in our area for this. You cannot use a conglomerate or like a loose stone. Like shale is a very loose, it's not a very hard stone. Conglomerate obviously is conglomerate of things. It's not very structurally sound, so you need a hard stone. So andesite or granite. Oh my gosh, they're multiplying. So I'm going to hopefully not get caught by this temporal storm and see if I cannot find some granite or something. But if we look at the quern, granite, andesite, basalt, or peridot are the three that you can make it out of. So give me a minute and I'll race the storm to see if I can't find the right stone for this. Okay, I'm actually not that far from where I left you guys before, but we have some andesite in the rock here, and this is perfect. Put that there because it overhangs some. Now, the way that if we look at our horn, you need full stone blocks. The way you get that is by removing all adjacent blocks so that it would have to fall, basically. So if we get rid of this, we can't see anything. The only other stone holding this stone to the rock face is this one here. So if we take that stone out, we get a full andesite, wow, stone block, and we need 4 of these. It's not too terribly difficult. It is probably the most irritating mechanic in the game, to be honest. Especially when you have grand delusions about making a castle. Let's not put the torch out. Alright. We have our andesite blocks. Let's get back before this storm hits. Oh no! They died for my temperature. All of our turnips. No, our food! Our food is gone! No! This is devastating. Oh, but we're still getting turnips. Oh my gosh. That has to be new. I have not seen that before. That is very, I've never seen a dead plant give produce before. I was going to be devastated. I was running back over and I was like, what happened? You know, for only getting half of our crops because of the heat, this is great. This is amazing. You can see just how amazing the farming can be. But now we've got only 58 of 88 nitrogen in our soil. We did get more seeds as well. So now quickly, this was not planned. We need some of our K crops because we don't have any of the P crops. Let's see. All right, let's get our carrots in. Hopefully, those do better in the heat. Oh, hello. There we go. Let's see here. These are more heat resistant. This will be fine. It is only in July, 28 degrees Celsius. So carrots should do fine here. Oh, more turnips. Yes. We have out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 crop plots. We have over 2 stacks of turnips. We are in business. Not there, over here. We are in business. We're also about to do something with that. Now that we're getting some other things in place. Where did that come from? Did I have the other ones in my inventory the whole time? I don't know, I'm going crazy. Going crazy, okay. Try and save as many of those as I can here. To make our quern, we need that, and we need this. I believe. Look at this. Yes, we do. All right. So hammer on the left, that guy on the right, like so, and we have an andesite quern. Let's not throw it on the ground. It's made of stone. It could break. Okay. Let's put this. I'm gonna have to move the bed eventually. Let's put it right there. Now what we can do is we throw this in there, and we hover over the top section, and we hold right click. And now we are grinding our calcified, we're gonna go with that just for the sake of it, our calcified who's its and what's its into the stuff that we need for our bricks. Now the other thing that we can do, if I put those away, do I still have some planks? Not enough. Okay. I want, quickly before this storm gets here, we're gonna make a table. Wooden table. This is another amazing way of getting foodstuffs. We need to take 4 of this and make ourselves a flax twine, 1 at the top, and now I have a bucket. Fantastic. Everything's in a rush because of this storm. There we go. Bad timing on that storm. And I am actually going to remove this. And we're gonna, can actually use a saw as well. We're gonna do that. Oh, that's ugly. And we're starving. We are gonna take this. You'll understand the panic in a second. Yes. Man, I'm glad I got that orientation correct the first time. Alright, so there's 2 ways to do this. If you crouch and right click, you'll just place the bucket. We don't want to do that. So we want to crouch control or crouch alt, crouch. What is happening here? I need food. I am distracted. I do this all the time, and now that I'm doing it on camera, I can't figure out how to do it. Okay, it's just shift. Normally that's crouch for people. It's just shift. Shift will place the water. And now I can take the water back, and there's still water there. So that's great. We have a permanent water source now that we have a bucket. The reason we want that is we're going to grab our grains. That rot will come in handy. Don't throw it out. We're going to grab our grains. We're going to throw our grains in there, and we're going to start grinding. And last one. Okay, we have 16 spelt flour. Now, it doesn't last, well, actually it lasts longer than the grain. I got that backwards. The flour will last for 1.7 years. The grain will last for 89 days. So it is a good long-term thing. But now, if we were to combine this, we could make bread or dough. And if we put the dough on the table, you can make pies. But getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, because in order to do any of that, you need Fireclay, which we have now made. And now you see we have more options. You can make a clay oven. So we're going to make a clay oven, and then we're going to make a bunch of raw Fireclay bricks as well. So I'm going to wait for this storm to come and pass. I will let you guys know if there's anything interesting, and we will get back to it. Alright, so the night has passed. We did die once fighting one of the dudes that will actually almost guarantee a temporal gear drop. Unfortunately, he's also one of the things that can one-shot you, which he did. So, we're gonna just throw that over there because it fits. Alright, so we have an oven. To make this oven work, you have to fill it with wood. I don't remember how much wood it will take. Looks like, what was that, 6? I don't know. You guys will figure it out. And we light it. And now, as you can see, the temperature is going up, which is fantastic. So we take our bucket, we take our spelt flour, and that will make 10 before the bucket runs dry. We grab some more water, and we do some more of this, and now we have 16. Now this only lasts for 2 days. This goes bad very quickly, so be cognizant of that, because yeah, it sucks when stuff that you've worked so hard for goes bad. We need inventory space because we are still in the clay making process here. While we wait for that. Some of that. Okay, we are out of the... It took over a stack of... Alright, so that's done. So now what we can do is we can take and we can right click up to 4 spelt doughs in there, and now we're making bread. Or we can shift click on here, and we have a pie. Oh, the glorious pie. And we can fill that pie with berries and with other things. I'm just going to do berries. And you can leave it like this, or you can put a top on it. And if you want something even better, you can even hit with a knife, and you can make the fanciest pie that ever was a pie. Anyways, you do have to watch this, because as you see, it'll go up to part baked, and next it will go to full bake, or just baked bread. If you leave it in there, it will burn. So this is a managed process. But as our food situation has, as you can see, we're very low. There we go. We have our spelt bread. And now we can add some grains to our diet. And bread. Oh, it's so good. And now we'll add the pie. And we'll let the pie bake. This is so satisfying. I love this. And if you watch, you can see the pie change, or the bread change, as things are happening to it. The bread you can actually see rise, which after the pie, I don't know if the pie rises, but... Oh, yep, it's rising! The pie rose, I saw it. It did a thing. So you can actually watch your food bake in this old-time oven. And it is just the coolest thing. It is rising. It is becoming a pie. A cranberry pie. And... Come on. Come on. Nobody likes to wait for their pie. There we go. We have a cranberry pie. And you can set that on the table or on the ground or wherever. You pick it back up, put it back down, and you cut it with a knife. And we have a piece of cranberry pie. Now, you can eat it, and it won't consume the entire piece, depending on your saturation bar. So, it is a decent thing to carry around. It lasts for 8 in-game days, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Whereas the pie itself is perishable for 6 days there? 8 days, okay, alright, that was a little interesting. And bread, just normal baked bread, when we can get a piece here. You can see it rising ever so slightly. It's amazing. Any day now. That lasts for 8 days as well. So, but if we take this, our half-eaten pie, and we throw it down here, once again to re-demonstrate, 8 days, 28 days. So, food storage is becoming a thing. Now, the reason you want to hang on to this is because you can use that to make compost, and compost can be used as a fertilizer to bring back the N nutrient in your land, or we're going crazy for some reason. You can use it to make terra preta, and the reason terra preta is so awesome is because it gives 80 fertility to everything. Well, 80% fertility. Farmland terra preta. I don't know. It gives like 120% growth speed, and it has the highest nutrient value out of any farming block that you can find. So that is amazing. Another cool thing about the clay oven is you don't actually have to fire it, which cannot be said for these bricks. So we need to fire these bricks in a covered space. You can only do up to 12 at a time. So we will have 2 left over. I'm going to get the grass and sticks to get this lit. Alright, our bricks are done firing, at least most of them. And so let's go inside out of this rain and take a look here. I did go out and try to find the iron over here. I did not strike it, which means we will need to make some more bronze. This prospecting pick is not working. I did find some... Oh, hello. There we go. I did find some... Where is it? That was all poor magnetite readings. Where was it? There's an area over here somewhere where I found... You can see I found more cassiterite in low quantities, so maybe we'll have... Halite. That's a big find, actually. We need to remember that one, because that is salt. And that will... And borax. Both are very important for what we need to get into here soon. So it's good that we have readings on that, but I found... somewhere... a decent amount... or a decent reading, I should say. Native copper 1.2, native copper 4.91. So we'll go up there, get the copper that we need to make more bronze, and we should be golden. Clear quartz is good. You want to hang on to that. We have some more food stuff. Needs to go into the cellar. And like so. Food's getting easier, folks. We're starting to survive. More than that, we're starting to thrive. As Paul Soares Jr. would say, survive and thrive. Okay, so, with this stuff, you can obviously make the bloomery, which is what we need to make. You can also make Fireclay bricks if you have mortar, which is a whole other thing we will get into later. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with this, but for right now, we just want a bloomery chimney and a bloomery base. And we'll make a couple of them because we can. They do not stack. Keep that in mind. Perfect. So, we can do two things with these. Don't put them inside. My gosh, whatever you do, don't put them inside. Or under a roof. These things... I don't think the rain puts them out. We'll find out, though. These things put off a lot of heat. And will, therefore, catch everything on fire within a certain radius. Once you've placed them... Well, you know what? Here's science. Yeah, once you've placed them, that's it. Luckily, we got all the pieces back. We can remake that. But, yeah, once you've placed them, be careful about breaking them, because if you break them, you're not guaranteed to get all of your bits back. And we've gone through quite the process to get here in the first place. But yeah, so, this will melt quartz for glass, and iron for, yeah, well, it'll turn iron into iron blooms, which is basically a slaggy mess of heaped iron that we will then have to refine on our anvil. But yeah, you cannot do anything further than bronze until you have those. And you can't have proper windows either. We'll need to get lead for that, though, so that's a thing. That can get out of my inventory. But yeah, we have made some good progress. We got our first harvest in. We got some Fireclay and things going. That looks like it's going fantastic. 8 out of 9. We'll have more grain here soon. We're going to start storing grains for the winter and any other foods that we can get our hands on, because food and winter are not things that go together, traditionally speaking, and we want to survive if at all possible. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I have all of the issues sorted out. Again, thank you guys so much for your comments, your likes, and everything. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.